Good morning, Cullman. Thank you for joining us on Cullman Today. I'm your host, Christine Wiggins, and today is Tuesday, November 4th. Coming up on Cullman Today, Representative Tim Wadsworth seeks re-election to House District 14. An outdoor classroom honors former Superintendent Jim Boyd, and Cullman Veterans Day celebration draws hundreds to the airport. All of this plus sports, weather, and more. Now let's take a closer look at the top stories happening in Cullman today. Incumbent State Representative Tim Wadsworth has announced his candidacy for re-election to serve Alabama's House District 14. According to his announcement, Wadsworth has worked to deliver conservative leadership, strengthen local communities, and bring home state resources to support schools, local nonprofits, volunteer fire departments, infrastructure, and health care throughout the district for the last 11 years. Wadsworth holds degrees in accounting and law and is a practicing attorney licensed in Alabama and Mississippi. He serves as vice chair of the House Judiciary Committee and is a member of other key legislative committees, including Public Safety and Homeland Security and Children and Senior Advocacy. If reelected, Wadsworth says he pledges to continue advocating for fiscal responsibility at the state level, expand access to quality education, health care, and public safety, and promote economic and community development through partnership with local businesses, industry, and nonprofit organizations. Tim Wadsworth is married to Dr. Nicole Wadsworth, who is a candidate for Lieutenant Governor of Alabama. Tim Wadsworth will be on the ballot in 2026. The primary will take place May 19th, and the general election will be November 3rd. Family and friends gathered this weekend in Fairview to dedicate the new Jim Boyd Outdoor Classroom, celebrating the life and legacy of the former Cullman County School Superintendent. Boyd, who died in 2023 at the age of 83, was remembered as a lifelong educator, farmer, and community leader whose influence reached well beyond the schoolhouse. He began as a teacher in Fairview and later led Cullman County schools for 2 decades, championing hands-on learning and strong ties between education and agriculture. The ceremony brought several generations of the Boyd family, including his wife, Willa Dean, along with children, in-laws, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. Relatives say they hope the outdoor classroom will inspire students to learn in nature and carry on his values of hard work, stewardship, and service. Boyd's impact was recognized publicly in 2016 when the North Alabama Agriplex honored him alongside Dr. Tom Big Doc Williamson for contributions to local agriculture and educational programs. The new outdoor classroom stands as a living tribute to that commitment, made possible by the support of numerous partners across Fairview and Cullman County. Cullman paused to honor veterans Saturday with the annual Veterans Day celebration at Cullman Regional Airport. Hosted by the Cullman Elks Lodge, the free event drew hundreds to vintage aircraft displays, flyovers, reenactments, live music, and free meals for veterans and spouses. The opening ceremony that began at 10 a.m. was guided by Mistress of Ceremonies Gwen Parker. Local leaders, including former State Representative Randall Shedd filling in for Senator Garland Gudger, and Cullman County Commissioner Kelly Duke, recognized the service and sacrifice of area veterans. New members of the Cullman Veterans Hall of Fame were introduced by West Point graduate John Green, son of former Cullman Mayor Don Green, retired U.S. Air Force Colonel John Casper, a Vietnam veteran and former F-105 fighter pilot, twice shot down and rescued, shared a message about courage, resilience, and passing stories on to the next generation. Highlights included a tandem skydive by retired U.S. Army Colonel Don Fallon, continuous Huey helicopter rides, flyovers by an Atlanta-based team of airline and military pilots, music from the Cullman Community Band, food trucks, and history groups engaging crowds. And that's all for our top stories this morning. Coming up, Auburn fires head coach Hugh Freeze. Sports is next. Welcome back. Auburn University has dismissed head football coach Hugh Freeze, effective immediately, and elevated defensive coordinator DJ Durkin to interim head coach for the remainder of the season. Freeze departs with a 15-19 overall record across 3 seasons on the Plains, including a 6-16 mark in SEC play. Athletic Director John Cohen said Auburn is changing leadership, thanked Freeze for his work rebuilding the roster, and reaffirmed the program's expectation to contend for championships each year. The university says its search for the next head coach begins now. No timeline for a permanent hire was released. Durkin will oversee day-to-day operations while the Tigers prepare for their next game. Fans can expect updates as the coaching search progresses. And that wraps up sports for today. Coming up next, a Wallace State Culinary Pride Thanksgiving fundraiser, and Curt's Closet needs coats and volunteers. Welcome back. Now it's time to speed things up with a news rundown. 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Curt's Closet is asking for help as temperatures fall. The nonprofit's coat racks are running low and they need coats, jackets, and hoodies in all sizes, from toddlers to teens. Every child who shops there gets to choose a warm piece of outerwear to take home, but to keep that promise, they need donations now. New or gently used items are welcome. They're also looking for volunteers. If you've thought about helping but weren't sure where to start, this is your sign. From sorting donations to hanging clothes or assisting families in the showroom, there's a spot for everyone, and you'll leave knowing you made a difference. Drop off donations at Curt's Closet and sign up to volunteer at curtscloset.org. This year's Youth Football Championships for both the Cullman County Youth Football Association and the Cullman Football Academy were played on Saturday, and our local teams collected a lot of new hardware. In the CCYFA title games at Holly Pond, Fairview defeated Hanceville 20-12 to win the Fireplug championship. Vinemont handled Good Hope 40-6 to win the Wee Wee title, and West Point topped Holly Pond 36-6 to claim the Pee Wee championship. At the North Alabama Athletic Youth Football Championships, Cullman Football Academy's 11U and 9U teams won NAAYF titles, and Cullman's 10U team finished runner-up in its division. The county cheer-off was held at Holly Pond on Saturday as well, and the Broncos finished as grand champions in the Pee Wee division, while West Point took home titles in the Wee Wee and Fireplug competitions. West Point's Fireplugs and Vinemont's Wee Wee teams each earned the Spirit Award, and Fairview's Mini Majorettes were the grand champion twirlers. Wallace State Culinary Pride is taking pre-orders now for its Thanksgiving fundraiser to support student activities. The club is offering holiday staples you can heat and serve at home. On the menu, a 12-pound roasted turkey for $30, boar's head ham for $35, 1 pint of giblet gravy for $8, a dozen house-made Hawaiian rolls for $12, and a spiced banana pudding bundt cake for $18. Orders are due Monday, November 18th by 10 a.m. and must be prepaid by 3 p.m. that day. Pickup is scheduled on campus Monday, November 24th from noon to 3 p.m. or Tuesday, November 25th from 9 a.m. to noon. Quantities may be limited. To place an order and see full details, visit wsculinarypride.super.site. On October 30th, the Cullman Housing Authority hosted a Wonderland-themed festival for residents at Hilltop Community Center. Families played croquet and ring toss, made crafts, and met costumed characters including Alice, the Queen of Hearts, the Mad Hatter, Tweedledee and Tweedledum, and the Cheshire Cat. The Authority plans more resident festivals and will close the year with 2 holiday movie nights, Elf on December 9th and the Polar Express on December 12th. Event updates will be posted on the agency's Facebook page. Throw blanket donations for the movie night are welcome and will be handed out before the movie. Donations can be taken to Cullman Housing Authority at 408 Cleveland Avenue Southwest in Cullman. And that's your 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Now for a quick break before we look at the weather and pay our respects with obituaries. I'll be right back after this quick message. Let's take a moment to pause and remember those who have lost their lives this week. Michael Stephen Ugarkovich Jr., 70, of Cullman, passed away Thursday, October 30th. Visitation will be held today from 5 to 7 p.m. at Sacred Heart of Jesus Church. A rosary service will follow. A Mass of Christian burial will be held Wednesday, November 5th at 10 a.m. A graveside committal service will follow at Union Hill Free Will Baptist Church in Falkville. Danny Dale Ayers, 67, of Cullman, passed away Sunday, November 2nd. Graveside service will be held Thursday, November 6th at 2 p.m. at Flint Creek Cemetery. Randy Joe Johnson of Hayden passed away Saturday, November 1st. A memorial service will be held Saturday, November 8th at 5:30 p.m. with family. Our thoughts and prayers go out to their friends and families. Now let's take a look at your weather forecast. Today, patchy fog to start, give it a little time to lift, then sunny and pleasantly cool, high near 69. Tonight, mostly clear and chilly with some patchy fog late, low around 42. Tomorrow, wall-to-wall sunshine and a touch warmer, high near 72 with a light southwest breeze. Tomorrow night, clear and cool again, patchy fog developing late, low near 43. And that wraps up today's edition of Cullman Today. Thank you for sharing your morning with us, and remember to stay connected by following us on social media and visiting CullmanTribune.com for the latest from our community. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. Until then, I'm Christine Wiggins with Cullman Today. Have a wonderful day, Cullman.